Aggression in Sport by Arron Ruecroft and James Paylor. In 1994, Bowen and Richardson defined aggression as any form of behaviour which is directed towards the goal of harming or injuring another living being who is motivated to avoid such treatment. Gills for criteria, 1980s. Gill viewed aggression as any form of physical or verbal behaviour which is directed towards another human being intended to injure or harm them. It is designed to cause either physical or psychological harm. Aggression must also be carried out on purpose. If it is done by accident, it is not classed as aggression. Grey area. We must understand that aggression has a grey area within it. This area comes into play when we can't tell if an act is aggressive unless we know the motives of the person who produces the act. In order to be more specific, we need to split aggressive acts into these different categories, which are assertion, instrumental, and hostile.
Assertion aggression. Assertion is when an individual plays with emotion within the rules of the game. This is assertion because he did not intend to injure or harm the opposing player. He uses legitimate force which could be classed as aggression outside of a sporting setting or event. To achieve his goal of retaining possession, he does not break any laws of the game by doing so. This relates to the social learning theory. The social learning theory takes the view that someone's personality determines or changes personality depending on their surroundings, environment, and the experiences they see when they are growing up. In the video, we see two players shoulder to shoulder trying to muscle each other from the ball in order to retain possession. This relates to the theory, as other younger athletes may see this action and try to incorporate it into their game to try to be like the athlete they aspire to be. Instrumental aggression. Instrumental aggression occurs in contact sports. It is displaying aggressive behaviour in the pursuit of a non-aggressive goal. It is also a tactic known as dirty play. This is instrumental aggression, as his goal is to win with no anger motivating the decision he takes. However, in doing so, he breaks the laws of the game, trying to reach the goal of stopping his opponent from getting the ball before him by pulling his shirt. This sporting example links to the frustration aggression theory. This theory occurs in frustrating situations only. The more frustrated you get, it will always result in aggression. The frustration that causes aggression will be brought about by some form of goal blockage or goal failure. This sporting example links to the theory, as in this video we see two players pulling each other's shirts, one trying to create a goal blockage, the other trying to get the ball across to score a goal. This happened as this was a pressure situation which affected the player's thoughts and actions, causing him to perform this act. Hostile aggression. Hostile aggression is aggression which purposely inflicts harm on another human being. The goal of this aggression is to harm with anger or arousal involved. This is hostile because his goal is to inflict harm on somebody else due to anger. We think this is frustration aggression theory, as the action he takes is controlled by his anger and arousal instead of his head. This sporting example links to the instinct theory, as the player stands up after feeling he has been mistreated from the laws of the sport, from which he becomes angry and aggressive, with the aim to harm the opposing player who has performed the act which led to his reaction.